Hello and welcome back to the Adventures of Fei Lin. I'm Loomis,
I'm Narellan.
and I think we've finally reached the tutorial.
I think we have. We've done the kind of introduction.
Yeah, we've watched the intro movie. We've done basic things like being able to move left and right and talk to people. But it's about time they taught us how to fight.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, it's only been 200 days or something in game.
Yeah, most samurai are way more than 200 days old when they start training. So
Exactly.
we're way ahead of the curve.
Exactly. We're prodigies, if anything.
Yeah. So let's go to school. I think we're equipped with our special forms that they've taught us because we're learning their techniques now. We've not got our fancy cool forms.
Oh wow! Look at that. Oh, that is an unhappy man.
Yeah.
Oh.
That is a face that has never known joy.
Wow. That's intimidating.
Are we learning Otachi Kachi?
Hope we learn everything that rhymes.
It's actually a school of poetry. There's no sword fighting here.
We have gone to the wrong place.
There's been a bit of a misunderstanding, but we're too embarrassed to admit it. So.
So poetry corner it is now.
Yeah. The founder of our style was the Itosai. Ito started the Ito school.
And I'm not surprised in him that. Ooh.
Secret unbeatable techniques. And devised a Kumitachi system of sword fighting.
I have a feeling I know what kumitachi means, but I can't remember it. Tachi's sword, right? Or something to do with swords?
Yeah, I think Tachi would be the I think that's the two sword style. Like the katana and the wakizashi.
Ah, okay, that makes sense.
I'm trying to remember now. I've not practiced my Japanese for shamefully long. It's hard to do since my instructor moved away.
Of course, yeah.
But I know Tachi in some contexts means like together.
Ah, okay, so that makes sense.
Like Watashi is me, Watashi Tachi is us.
Ah, okay. That's logical too.
Yeah, I imagine it's talking about the two swords that you carry.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You cannot determine weight or speed with your eyes. I mean, maybe you can't. I'm not sure you've got eyes.
In other words, Master Ito lost a lot at those guess the weight contests at fairs.
Yeah.
And he's like, alright, well, let's create a system. I'll get there.
Determined at a school where you hit the jar with your sword to determine how heavy it is.
Yeah.
Created this system to give form to your weight and speed. Trained hard to improve mind and technique, knowing the sword of one mind.
Oh, I saw that in Last Samurai.
The secrets of the Musou Ken.
Ooh, that sounds impressive.
I mean, this is the unbeatable secret technique, I guess. Is he going to teach us the Kamehameha?
I was wondering that. Is it Dodonpa? What are we learning?
In the end, the Shoryuken is truly undefeatable.
Oh.
Next, I will talk about our rules of study. The library is through this door here. Now, reference books have a shorter checkout period because other people may need them.
Exactly. And there's some you can only read in the library. Oh man, we gotta learn. Do we get to be like that guy from The Simpsons? I've had it to here with your rules! And then just storm out.
Yeah. The names of the techniques in the system of sword fighting. Can't learn a single move until we've learned the names of every move. First, we've got to reserve a place for them in our mind.
I guess that's probably actually what he's going to say.
First stance for each technique. Advance or retreat. The unrelaxed stance after winning. He's going to teach us a victory pose. Nice. We did go to the right school after all.
Heck yeah.
Memorize and learn these all.
So in other words, it's all the dancers are fork knife, right? He's going to teach us them.
Yeah. Then we learn the meaning and truth of the names of the techniques. Then we'll talk about the potential effects that we might experience from carrying out these techniques. how can we expect the world around us to change once we performed a sword technique?
Exactly, you've got to really think about the deeper understanding of it all.
How will we feel after using one of these techniques? And what impact might this have on our opponent?
It's like, what does it represent? If you do a particular strike, what are you actually saying about yourself and about your relationship with the world from it?
On a spiritual level, what are you putting forth when you practice with your sword? Details of every possible offense, defense, frontal attacks using your body, mind, and technique at will. Train hard until you really understand this and have learnt it with your body. Then we will teach you actual techniques.
We estimate this process will take 6 to 9 years.
If you constantly eliminate self-will, strictly follow Sensei's teaching, and continuously train hard, you will naturally learn the way. So 7 to 12 years. My best student will talk about uchikata, offense, and shikata, defense.
It's him again. He's the best student, I guess.
It's Popeye. Uchikata assumes the role of teacher. He attacks Shikata, who is the student. I hope you've all memorized these words, so he's going to be attacking and we're practicing our defense.
We'll have to do a test at the end. See if people are actually really memorizing all the techniques and what it means.
So this guy is Popeye here is the best student. The guy that we were just talking to is obviously one of the masters. Yeah. So we've already learned that as you practice in the school, your face shrinks more and more, and you become more and more unhappy.
I mean, I can't remember. We saw the other episode, the master of the school, didn't we? Yeah. Briefly, I can't remember. I dread to think what he looks like. Does he have a face?
His whole head is just caved in at the front. Shikata defends against the teacher and is instructed how to win. He learns the techniques needed to defeat his opponent. Okay, so he's going to attack us, we're going to defend until we've learned the attacks that we're seeing.
Yeah.
I didn't realise it was going to be this level of roleplay in this kind of teaching session.
No, I thought it was just going to be,
But okay, I'll be Shikata for today. What's my motivation in this scene? What is driving me?
It's really going to embody the role. He's probably going to send his own to think about it overnight. Yeah. And come back tomorrow.
What weapon proficiencies do I have? What's my stat line looking like? Yeah. Do I have any skills at level 1?
And should your stat line affect how you roleplay? Should it... or should you just go with what you believe is right for the character, whether or not it's effective in game?
Finally, you learn secrets, not through books, but through great pain. Oh. Suffering the agony of death. What have we signed up for here? Is this going to end with us being nailed to the world tree until we uncover the secrets of Rune?
I think it's going to be something like that, isn't it? I think I've read this book. It's not going to end well.
That's the final stage. First we study and learn all we can. Second we practice. Finally, we suffer. And true knowledge is revealed to us.
Yikes.
Oh.
Now we understand.
Yeah.
Now we see why they are the way they are. He's in terrible pain.
His suffering is endless, eternal. You can't imagine the agony he is experiencing at this very moment.
I wonder his face is screwed up.
The secret of the school is that one strike is 10,000 times more powerful. More powerful than what?
I was just thinking that, like, more powerful
Technique begins and ends with Serpent's Gate. That is what we call death.
I would say, is that a place? Or like, would you have to go somewhere?
The first thing you learn is Serpent's Gate. This is the ultimate secret that you learn, even before learning the other techniques. I feel like that's the opposite of ultimate.
Yeah, so it's the last secret that we learn before everything else. Maybe it's meant to be
I
cyclical.
guess. Yeah.
It's like cyclical, you know. We learned that first and last.
The serpent biting its tail.
Yeah, the Ouroboros, is that it?
My best student will talk next about the Otachi sword fighting system. We've clearly walked in for a real lecture here.
Oh, we really are. I mean, if these dudes are not sure, no. Also, they're not naming each other, are they? They're just my best student.
Yeah.
Do you think he remembers? Like, like he's been there years. It's too awkward to ask his name now. It's like he's not even his best student. He just calls him that.
It's a little distracted. It's hard to remember things when you're in this much pain. You're only looking at them side by side and realizing just how young Papuai is. And it's only the pain that makes him look old and withered.
Exactly.
He's got smooth flesh where it's not torn up and suffering.
Yeah, he's actually like 19.
The Otachi sword is the basis of our style. We must practice Serpent's Gate with this system. Never retreat from an enemy's attack, but by moving forward and suppressing his attack with your own, you can survive a fatal situation.
And I'm all about that.
Yeah, I mean, we've not been in the practice of running away. And
That's certainly not a particular one of his style, you know, running around, breaking guard, running around, maybe breaking guard. I don't think any of us do that.
The truth of the Ito style is expressed in this sword fighting. You must learn this well, swallow it whole.
With the sword?
Understand it and master it. Sword swallowing techniques.
So it's poetry and sword swallowing, that's what we've established.
Watachi one Kachi.
Everything right.
Uchikata. Oh, this is the poem that we're about. This is the poem that we're rehearsing in motion. Uchikata advances with the sword raised. Shikata aims his sword at the opponent's eyes and closes the distance.
Oh boy.
Uchikata strikes the opponent's men. But Shikata knows this and he attacks the men of Uchikata. So we're going to be bringing allies into this fight, or... Uchikata's sword is cut through by the ridge of Shikata's blade, cutting him in two to win.
Okay. We do this in training? Or...
Uchikata retreats. Shikata feigns cutting from head to waist, but stabs in the stomach. A technique called Ghost Blossom.
Nothing nice.
I like the sound of that, yeah.
Ghost Blossom.
In executing Serpent's Gate, rather than cutting the opponent the moment that you cut through his sword, you perceive in advance the opponent is going to strike with the sword, then you attack. That is to say, one move has two effects.
Okay.
Okay. Even though both sides move simultaneously, you win by cutting through your opponent's sword. Yeah, I feel like slicing clean through your opponent's sword is usually a win condition.
Yeah, I think that'd work, you know, in a sword fight.
That follows. Now I will show you how to do it.
That big in time.
Watch closely. I was honestly starting to expect that they'd send us home at the end of this session and make us come back tomorrow to practice this.
I did as well.
Okay.
Okay.
So we just hit circle, and this is their basic attack that they're teaching us.
Yeah, but you do it in the right timing so that you deflect you push their blade back at the same time as hitting them.
Well then, let's begin. You will be the Shidachi.
Wait, have they named Shidachi? I thought it was Shikata. I wasn't paying attention. So wait a minute, is he going to attack us?
I don't know.
I
mean, I appreciated the poetry, but maybe I didn't quite follow it.
He's supposed to strike. As soon as he starts to strike, you go for it. I'll just wail on him like that.
Okay.
There you go.
There we go. I got it. I got it eventually.
If I remember, whatever the equivalent I did when I played this through myself, I spent ages stuck on that.
Yeah.
Getting that timing right.
Good. You are improving very well. That's enough for today.
You did a strike. Hey!
I qualify you to take an examination for beginner rank 1. I will test you whenever you wish. Next time you'll advance to the next practice. we've got to win a match using that technique, I suppose.
Yeah, that seems legit. Now, is he saying we have to do that, or we can just carry on kind of learning and stuff, and then do that whenever we feel?
I think he said we had to do the test to advance to the next practice, so I think we've just got to do it. We've got to win with that sword.
That makes sense.
Should we pop to an outdoor tournament before we do an exam? Make sure that this strike is really working for us.
You've got no other techniques.
That's true. Betting match. Gamble out our prize sword.
With no techniques.
No techniques. Okay, we'll go and do the exam then without any further practice. I'm sure there's no need.
It's probably fine. It'll probably work itself out, if anything.
Well, Ito Dojo.
Ah, there you go. You can learn or you can test.
So that's not the one. So we can learn a new one, or we can do the first test.
That's it. Yeah.
Do we want to learn more moves? Are we supposed to learn more moves before doing the first test?
I don't know. You said you could take it whenever you like.
Yeah, so maybe we should learn more. Maybe we've got the option to take the test, but it'd be sensible to learn as much as we can before doing it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Otachi 2. Mukozuki 1.
That's a scoreline if I read it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It is said that wing thrust is what makes the Ito style so formidable. It is certainly an effective technique.
Would it be offensive to say, who's wing thrust? I've never met him before.
Maybe that's the master of the shrivel up face. Aiming his sword at the opponent's eyes, Shikata stabs Uchikata in the solar plexus.
Ooh, that comes keen.
Yeah.
That's guaranteed win, didn't you, isn't it?
So this is a similar one where you bring the sword down from above.
Yeah.
Aiming his sword at his opponent's eyes, Shikata prevents an attack. Then, holding down Uchikata's sword, he executes Norizuki.
Who's that?
What has Norizuki done?
It's just like holding down the sword with one hand, killing a guy with the other.
Yeah.
Demonstrates real technique.
Technique is also called Mukaizuki or Skigashi or Skigaeshi. The term Norizuki is a very apt name for this technique.
I thought so.
Yeah, it seems to
Definitely,
fit
yeah.
perfectly.
Yes, exactly.
Mukaizuki, that the opposite strike?
Ah, okay.
And Suki would be next something? The next opening? I don't know. This is all old Japanese in any case, I think, so it's probably very different to anything I know.
Yeah.
As in cutting an opponent through from head to waist, for Narizuki, you must first develop insight and courage before technique.
Seems legit, you know?
I've prepared a stack of scary movies. When you watch them all, you will be ready.
That was some good training.
An opponent who attacks me when my sword is aimed directly at his eyes will impale himself. Oh no, I've been impaled. Okay, so don't walk directly into the opponent's sword. That's a valuable lesson.
Yeah, it's a good one. I used to do some historical reenacting, and I genuinely saw someone do that once, just run straight onto somebody's, faux bayonet. There's no harm of actual hurting yourself, but yeah, just run straight onto somebody's bayonet. And I didn't even bother trying to deflect it.
This is the best thing about Mukaizuki. If the opponent attacks, he impales himself. Yeah.
That's useful, man. But he's showing us how to do the technique or how to impale himself on the opponent's sword. I wasn't paying attention.
Well, watch closely and we'll find out.
Oh, it's fine.
Okay. Okay, so we're learning a Ken now.
Wait, it's cool? I thought it was Ko this whole time. On the previous thing, it was called it Ko, didn't it, the technique?
Yeah, I thought so.
I thought it was Ko. Or is this a different thing? It's cool, like a more advanced version of Ko. Also, I'm pronouncing it right. Is it cool? Is it cool? I don't know.
I'm lost.
With all the names. I didn't know there'd be a test.
We were told that there was going to be a test, but okay.
Not a linguistics test. Memorize these names. I thought it was going to be like a subtitle thing. Ah, see, we got that.
Yeah, well, that one's comparatively easy.
Yeah.
I don't think that was his solar plexus.
Belly?
Yeah.
You're improving very well, but your aim is not.
Your grasp of anatomy needs work. Perhaps a little more time in the library. Oh, so we are getting a test for each one. Perhaps we should be doing those then.
Yeah, write them up now, I guess. Ooh, Mario Sai?
And I think is that automatically added to the styles that we've got? Because we're using their score?
I hope so. I fear it's not, but I hope it is.
I feel like these are supposed to be like pre-made styles, but maybe not. Or is that just... I don't think it is, no. Is it just that that's using their base style, or...
Did it come up on your Ken? No?
No.
Because that'd be center, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I suppose so.
So no?
Let's have a look on the center.
Yeah, that was racked at some point. Ah, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's the center one.
That's one we've just learned then.
Oof.
Somehow these sword fighting techniques seem more brutal when you're using a real sword.
Yeah. For some reason, poking someone in the belly with a wooden sword seems less harmful than using, a sharpened length of steel.
Yeah. Okay, so we got the Ghost Blossom at least. That's the move that we wanted. So this is the quick one that you use to break through an attack.
Yeah.
So I suppose that's what we're supposed to be using.
Makes sense.
And we've got some of these apparently.
Ooh.
Hmm. Well, how many can we fit? Got a fair few points.
Yeah.
I guess we'll
Absolutely drawing off your previous experience with centers.
Sorry?
Does this draw off like you did a lot with another center style, right?
Maybe.
So maybe you score points for center. Yeah, because you have like your stance and your form, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
So you've already done a center stance. So I guess you racked up points on that.
Yeah,
The
that
form is...
might be it. Yeah.
Oh no,
Okay, so we've built up the center style, I guess. Doesn't look like we've got anything for the others. It's only what moves are compatible with this stance, I guess.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
So rising slash. Practicing your golf swing.
Four.
Alright, I guess we'll go have a look at these tests.
That's what we need more of in life, exams.
Yeah. That's how you become a real master of the blade. Taking exams.
A written exam.
Written exam.
You have 3 hours. Turn over your papers now. If you were the Uchikata, what would be the symbolism of opening with? Hey, put his name in.
Use your sword just as you have learned.
From who? From you or from those random street talks? Nah, it's that one. It's just strike him as he's about to strike.
Okay.
That's not too bad. You got a whole minute.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Pass the test.
I think that was just what we did in the practice session, except I had twice as long to do it in.
Yeah.
That was not super challenging.
No, that's fine.
Yeah. We may have overestimated the difficulty of these exams.
Yeah, it's actually easier than the practice.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's a good thing. If you're doing harder things in practice than you need to do in life, then you'll be ready for it.
Yeah, it's like weighted clothes for people training for things, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't mean like Dragon Ball Z, I mean like people doing sporting events, I'm told.
Yeah.
I don't have any experience with that.
I know it's a big thing in swimming, of all things.
Oh, because then you're used to swimming against more resistance.
Yeah, you want extra drag, you want extra weight, so you're having to force yourself along.
Does that mean that if you're like a male swimmer, you should grow a beard? So you've got drag and have long hair.
Yeah, and then shave it all off the day before the final race. Absolutely.
That seems legit.
Yeah. This test is for Norio Sai, who we've nicknamed Ken. But you can assist if you like.
He's not turned in today, so do you want to do it instead? We've got everything set up.
Yeah.
Like, just leave your mobile phone in this clear plastic bag. Put it under your seat. Start. You have to label off that bottle of water though. Ooh.
Okay.
He's gonna do a thing. Boom! There you go.
That one's actually disorientating. I hesitated on my attack there because I'm used to there being more of a sweep when you deflect the sword. That one is just instant.
Straight down and forward.
Yep.
Yeah. And theoretically would do quite well in historical Japan because thrust was so rare in
That's
Kenjutsu.
true.
No one would expect you to just thrust at them.
Yeah. Well, you have the heavy curved katana because you've got those powerful sweeps.
That's it. They talk about that, what was it, head to waist cut or something like that, because those big diagonal slices that katanas are so good at.
You want to go clean through your opponent so you can move swiftly on to the next one.
That's it. Get somebody else with your follow through idea, I suppose. You do one diagonal strike, then as you sort of bring yourself back up and round and strike somebody else.
That's light armor life. Just push through, keep moving.
Exactly. You got it.
Alright, well, we've made it through our first 2 days of class, past the initial qualifications.
That's pretty good, man.
Yeah, we're well on our way to becoming sword masters of this school.
Exactly. I don't imagine there'll be much more. I wouldn't have thought.
We're probably almost done. I think we'll probably get ourselves an A+ by the end of this week.
I think so, yeah. If anybody other than me were at the helm, wait, what?
You say that, but you were dominating last time. I'm glad I got this tutorial to practice. I've not won a match in ages.
Oh man, we're building it up. Tune in next time to see if I suck.
And see you then.
Bye.